Hello everyone. Welcome to the next episode of the Castle Family Vlog. How's everyone doing tonight?
How's it going?
We got the kids down early tonight, so we try to see if we can get this one done a little early.
We're not going to talk about it.
Again, going through the sleep regression with our 4-month-old Michael.
He was up every hour last night.
Rough. So this shows you how much we love all of you, how much we want to help you in knowledge and help give you the most knowledge to make the best decision.
Sorry, I'm laughing because of course now is when I get the hiccups.
to pick the hotel that you could possibly want for your family. Today we're going to be doing Disney Vacation Club versus Club Level.
I like both.
If you are fortunate enough to do either or, then you know you have what you have and you love one or the other or both.
They have both had their perks to them.
There's no cons.
Yeah.
It's Disney World. It's magical.
That's right.
There are no cons. There's only pros, and it's more preferences.
Correct.
What do you and your family prefer?
And what do you guys need for your vacation, and what type of Disney World vacation you're taking?
Okay, so would you like to start off with DVC or Club Level?
Okay, so let's dive into DVC since we've done that more. Club Level is more of a recent thing for us.
Okay, for those that don't know, DVC is Disney's Vacation Club. It's somewhat of a timeshare. This is going to be a good one. It's somewhat of a timeshare where you have a allotment of points every year that you need to use, essentially.
Sorry.
That you need to use. And it's based on the rooms, and the sizing of the rooms are based on points.
Correct.
The bigger the room, the more points that you need for the room itself. There are studios, 1 bedrooms, 2 bedrooms, and possibly 3-bedroom Grand Master villas. Those are the top of the line.
Ones.
Those are the fancy schmancy.
I mean, it's all fancy, but those are like fancy.
Presidential suite. We're both messed up tonight. Presidential suites. Mm-hmm. So we have had the privilege and the honor of doing multiple 1-bedrooms and and 1 2-bedroom. But that one was considered a lock off.
We've done 2-bedroom twice.
Oh, touche. We've done 1 true 2-bedroom, and we've done a 2-bedroom that was considered a lock off because it was a 1-bedroom with a connecting room
to the 2nd bedroom,
and you could close that door and it would be a 1-bedroom and then a regular
studio.
No, just a regular hotel room, not even a studio.
Okay. So let's start off with saying that we rent DVC points. We love. Shout out to David's Vacation Club Rentals. We'll link them down below so you guys can check them out. Absolutely love them. We came upon them we found out about them in 2020, and that was the first time we ever rented DVC points, which was for my 30th birthday. We stayed at OP West. We talked about this. If you haven't seen our previous video, take a look at it. We talk about all the hotels that we've stayed at, and we rank them based on our own personal preferences. But anyway, so we rent DVC points from a website called David's Vacation Club Rentals. They are phenomenal. They have an amazing customer service over there on top of that. If you ever have any further questioning or there's issues or anything, phenomenal customer service.
This is not to say that there are not other websites that you can rent from, because essentially what you're doing is you're renting from a vacation club member who for some reason or another is not going to be using their points this year, or for some reason they're canceling their trip. But from our experience, we use David's Vacation Club Rentals.
Yes.
Okay, we are not affiliated with them in any way, shape, or form. But we love them. We've used them many times before. They make the process seamless. They make it easy. They are very, very good in responding to any emails, comments, concerns that you may have. And that is why we like using them.
So let's break down into what type of room you get with DVC rentals. There are up to 4 different levels. You can get a studio, which is pretty much looks like a typical hotel room. And then you get the 1 bedroom, 2 bedroom, and grand villas that Ricky mentioned earlier. Now, for us, we always go with a 1 bedroom. We started using them, like I said, for my 30th birthday, and ever since we've continued to do so. We've had kids with us. And if any parent knows, if you get a regular hotel room and the kids' bedtimes are early, especially if they're younger, you're trapped. You're in there, the lights are off, there's no going anywhere. Now for us, we get the 1 bedroom because when you walk in, you are walking into a Disney apartment.
Yeah.
You will have a full-size kitchen, washer, dishwasher, sink, stove, oven, full-size refrigerator, not one of those little ones, full size. So then you have a living room area that usually comes with a sofa and sometimes a little armchair, which pulls out into a sofa bed. Then you will have a dining table, and you can have full-blown meals while on vacation. Then the 1 bedroom come in with, you actually have a true bedroom. You walk in, you have, you typically is a king-size bed and a shower and tub with the toilet on there. Now for us, it's great because now when Danny and Michael's next trip, first trip actually, we can put them to bed. They go to sleep in the bedroom. We can lay them down, the lights go off, and we can still have our mommy daddy time in the living room and just hang out, have a glass of wine, watch some Disney movies. You can bring a baby monitor, obviously, and set it up in your room, and sit on, if you're lucky enough, sit on your patio.
People watch, depending on where you are. Monorail watch, people watch.
Yeah.
But she didn't mention her favorite part of a 1 bedroom, and that would be the washer dryer.
Yes.
Which, for any parent, you know.
Even if you're not a parent, I don't know about you, but coming home from vacation, is great. But now you have to go through the dreaded feeling of, fudge, I have all this dirty laundry.
You got to unpack and do the laundry. Whereas you have it there every night, throw in your load from the day.
That's what we do.
Now for us, another main reason that we've come to love renting a DVC room is the fact that we can save on certain things.
Correct.
Specifically speaking, food. Because it comes with a full-fledged, fully equipped kitchen and a full-size fridge.
Yeah,
now
that's a big difference.
I'm 6 feet tall. Okay? No matter what the rumors are that you hear out there on the internet, I am 6 feet tall. Okay? The fridges are as tall as me. They're pretty tall. It's a full fridge, full freezer. Sometimes you get lucky and you get a freezer that makes ice for you.
He's very excited about the refrigerator.
I love the refrigerator.
But anyway,
if you go to a standard hotel room, you have a chiller. What can you put there? You can put a 6-pack of soda.
A quart of milk. A gallon, I don't even think fits in those.
That's it.
Racks.
I mean, with a 4-year-old and a young child who will be over the age of 1 by the time we go, he'll be on hopefully food, but supplementing also with milk whenever he wants it. And for parents that go with young children, now we actually, unfortunately, on our first trip with Daniel, he had just started eating well with solid foods, but for some reason that trip he reverted back, did not want to eat anything, and we had to scramble everywhere to 1, look for formula, and 2, figure out a way to warm up his bottles. Now
we did it on the stove, which worked out, but at the time at home we were just using the bottle warmer and just throwing it in there.
Now, without having that full 1 bedroom and a full kitchen, we would have been washing all his bottles in the bathroom instead of in the kitchen and letting that stuff dry.
Correct.
So for us, that full 1 bedroom and that full kitchen helps because now we can do a Walmart pickup.
Yes, which is what I think has become.
It has become doing a Walmart pickup, and it's become a tradition. Yeah. Even Danny knows now. Daddy, Walmart?
We're going to get groceries?
We're going to get groceries, and he knows. And we tend to save as much as we can. We tend to get just cereal for breakfast with milk, since we have to buy milk for the baby, and we like to have milk for the coffee, because as everyone knows, there's never enough creamer or sugar for the coffee.
Yeah.
ever.
But at least it's Joffrey's coffee in the room.
It's always Joffrey's coffee. Don't give me Starbucks. I'm at Disney World. Joffrey's. Joffrey's or nothing else. Okay? So we tend to save that way. And then, as everyone knows, you can bring food into the park with you. So you can buy bottled water if you want to buy bottled water. Or you can buy a big gallon of water and fill up your water bottles. And instead of just having room temperature water, you could have nice cold water waiting for you to go into your reusable water bottle, and that's how you save there. We like to buy cold cuts as well.
Correct.
We make ourselves sandwiches for the day, and that's or we buy food for us for dinner. Since the boys are young still, they can't hang till the midnight kiss. So usually after the fireworks or whatever, whenever the parks close, head back to the hotel room. Whoever wants to cook, if Rebecca wants to cook or I want to cook, we tend to buy like frozen stuff so we can just heat up like chicken nuggets or waffles, so that keep it simple for the boys. And it's not like macaroni and cheese, and that's other things that we buy as well. And then we'll splurge at the park for lunch, not dinner.
I will typically make a reservation for lunch because at least we know whether it'll be during a nap time or at least they will be awake and can hang at that point. Every parent knows that what words we use is they hit that wall where it's just they are exhausted from the day and they're powering through until bedtime and they're just wild creatures.
Danny has gone 4 times to Disney World
creatures,
and he's done lunch once. Every other time sleeps right through. And ends up being Daddy holding him and trying to eat.
Sometimes they let us just bring the stroller in as long as the restaurant's not too packed. If your kid's sleeping in a stroller, they're really good about that. But that is the perk of renting DVC points. You have that full-size kitchen. We can do dinner at night. We can pack our snacks and make cold cuts and do those things with the room. Now, that's not to say that you can't finagle ways to do that in a regular hotel room at Disney. But now you have the luxury of having a dining table to sit down and have an actual dinner meal with your family. You have the luxury of when the kids go to sleep, you have the living room with a full TV, and you can just sit down and watch and relax, which I love. I think that's a huge perk. Now, for us, when we know that we are going to be hitting many parks on this trip, because we most recently did a staycation at Disney, we did a resort stay, I would go with DVC. I think that is your best bang for your buck because you're gonna come out of pocket a little bit, but by renting these DVC points, you're saving long term. Because if you were to rent this same style of room or book this same style of room through Disney, it would cost you significantly more. And by renting points, you're saving money that way. But then there's the twofold second half of what we most recently experienced. Club level was...
One more time. Club level.
Now, I don't know if any of you stayed there, but those of you who have, please comment down below telling us which resort you did Club level at. We've only done it once so far, and we would love to get recommendations on which our next one would be. But Club level was really, really nice. Now, keep in mind, when we did Club level, it was our baby moon, and technically my birthday.
It was just us.
We just did just recently in January of this year, and once you experience it, I keep telling him it's going to be hard not to want to do that the next time we go.
I actually just saw a reel about that said once you go club level, you're ruined forever.
You're ruined.
You can't go back. It's like flying first class. Once you do first class, you're like, I gotta go right? Why? Can't I go left on the plane? So, but for club level, it starts the moment you walk into your Disney resort.
Correct.
You check in at the check-in table, and actually, no. Let me go back. It actually starts
before you're on vacation.
Before your own vacation, about a week out, you receive a phone call from the Disney Club concierge that you're going to be staying at. For us, that was Old Faithful at the Fort Wilderness Lodge. They gave us a call a week out. They knew our names, asked us if we had any questions, asked us if we were celebrating anything, what is the occasion, why are you coming to club level, and it was awesome. It was
a different experience.
It was.
Because obviously we love Disney and we go every year, but no one's called us beforehand and be like, hey, so what do you got going on for this trip? And even just that small perk, if you're celebrating or doing something, that's just a nice little touch. It's just that Disney extra magic. That's just like, oh, this is going to be something special.
And then they call you 24 hours out from your check-in day just to make sure everything is ready, everything is prepared, has anything changed. And
I think they even went as far as asking, correct me if I'm wrong, asking about when our flights land and when to expect us at the hotel.
No, that's very true. Yes, they do.
So let's say we went to for Old Faithful Club at Disney's Fort Wilderness Lodge. Sorry, I'm tongue-tied. There are a total of 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 clubs in Disney World.
There are. And they're usually all the deluxe
resorts.
And
-1, which is now the Gran Destino
Colorado,
Tower.
yeah. Coronado Springs Resort Gran Destino Tower also includes
yeah, it is one
level.
moderate resort that has a club level. So with club level, you get there to the resort. We went to the regular check-in counter and we spoke to them and they were like, oh, you're staying club level. Hang tight for a second. And you do it. They made a phone call, clickety clackety on the computer, and down comes your own personal walking guide from the concierge lounge upstairs. Hi, Mr. and Mrs. Castillo. How are you? How's it going? Let me guide you upstairs to the club level. We'll take you on up. And she's talking to us and she's pointing out things throughout the resort. Get on the elevator and you have to scan in with your magic band or your key card to get into the club. And our room was on that side of the doors. I don't know if all the resorts are like that simply because we've only done one. But you go in and they sit you down at the concierge desk and they check you in personally and walk you through everything. So then from there, they were kind enough to give us a tour of the club. Now, don't have in your head that the club is like this ginormous thing, but it was a nice area. They had seating, couches to sit on with little coffee tables to play board games. They had seating around to eat everywhere. So the staff walked us in and showed us around, and they showed us all the amenities that we could partake in, and then checked us in and said, all right, why don't you guys go ahead and get settled? And we went straight to our room. Now keep in mind the rooms are a bit different. We're not talking 1-bedroom villas. You're talking a standard hotel room. So we had a king size bed in our room.
We did.
But the perk, which I don't, like I said to him when we discussed it, I don't know if the staff told me about this, but we had a theme park view. We had a straight view of Magic Kingdom. We saw the castle from our balcony hotel room. Like, what? That was just a complete surprise and definitely like one of those bucket lists, like, I can see it in my room.
And during the duration of your stay, you also have access to, obviously, the concierge and the lounge. If you want to try and make any last-minute bookings, see if they can do any Disney magic for you or help you do any attractions, help you do your lightning lane. Like, even though you may have already done your entire trip out to the T, they're there to help you just in case anything comes up. Or, yeah, for us, I tried to get us a reservation at California Grill. Yeah. And unfortunately,
they checked several times for us.
But the first available reservation was at 9:40,
which is
and for those of you that know, that's already after the fireworks. Yeah. So it would have been nice if there was something around 8:30, 9 o'clock, obviously, but there wasn't. But another thing that you also have access to once you book your club level or non-DVC 1, 2, or Grand Villas. So let's say you book that straight through Disney, you actually have access to Disney's signature service, which is your dedicated phone line where Disney cast members are there to actually
magic
to help you plan your entire trip. that they are literally there for personalized planning, to add enhancements to your trip. Oh, and this is also, you also get access to that if you booked a VIP tour for Disney. You have access to the Disney Signature Service as well. So I did not find out about that until probably the day before. And had I known about that, I definitely would have tried to make reservations with them for California Grill. But main reason for club level.
Okay, so I would like to preface this with saying that this is not a budget-friendly way to travel to Disney. Now, we have those tips and tricks if you want to see anything that we've done in the past and talk about different ways to save money and do Disney. Put it down in the comments and we'll gladly make a whole video about that, discussing the different ways we have saved traveling to Disney every year. Now, club level is expensive. There's no doubt about that. There's no getting around it. I did some tinkering, and I'm going to say that the same room that you could book through Disney, in the same doing that room club level, is easily anywhere from a $300 to a $500 difference. It is expensive. Now, the reason we have agreed that it is worth it to do. One, when we did it, it was a staycation for us. It was a resort stay. Yeah. We did not hit the parks. We were enjoying the resort and enjoying our baby moon, relaxing.
Getting this close, though. Really...
I got the itch.
We really was like...
You sure? Just book it last minute.
It was probably after 2-3 o'clock. We're like, do the prices go down half day? They didn't, so we're like, okay, fine.
But, okay, it is expensive. But now, think about what you're getting. You're staying at the resort. They can take care of you starting at 6 a.m. And that goes till, I believe, 11 p.m. I have to double check myself on that one. I'll put on the screen.
We will, yeah. We'll
the correct
add that.
hours.
You'll see that on the screen itself.
But, so 6 a.m. they start the day, and you can get coffee and tea, which is great. They literally left the cart outside the club area and had it available at 7:30. You know what? I have I'm fairly certain I have a photo where
we probably took a picture of the old
I'll throw a
faithful.
screenshot in here somewhere. But they start breakfast. And now it's a full-blown breakfast. They have eggs. They have Mickey waffles. They have bacon. They have the juices, cereal, bread, toast, muffins, jams, everything. Now, everything is included in your club level stay. That's huge to me. All the food, continental breakfast, drinks, coffee, tea, juices, all available. Now, the drinks available all day. They might rotate things out, like orange juice for breakfast, lemonade in the afternoon. But you have breakfast, lunch, and lunch they say are light hors d'oeuvres, light snacks. Finger foods. And then dinner time is like hors d'oeuvres. But for us, I'm going to say that lunchtime was a bit light, so we still went out to eat. We hit a couple of the different restaurants. But at dinner time, the food was heavy enough that if you ate maybe 2 small plates, you're definitely getting a full meal. We had enough for dinner. And then they have dessert afterwards. Now, for the adults who like to partake in a lovely adult beverage, club level includes alcohol. They include wine and beer for the entire duration of your stay. Now, I don't know about you guys, but when we go to Disney, you can easily drop $100 to $200 a day on food.
Mm-hmm. Which does add up. Let's say you've saved as much money as you can, and family of 4,
a meal alone.
Meal for one person could be $20. So 2 adults, that's $40. You add a kid's meal at $15, or possibly even another $20, that's $60. And then drinks, doesn't include drinks. And then if you want to have an adult beverage, could be $100. Times that by 3, you're looking at, and then that doesn't include, that could be quick service. you want to do a sit-down restaurant or one of the main attractions, like a character dining. You're looking, or do, let's say, for example, like a buffet. You're looking at minimum $34.99 to $50 per person. So that's, again, upwards of $200 to $300, and that could be one meal.
And that doesn't include alcohol when you do those.
No, it does not.
Alcohol is always separate when you do one of those sit-down restaurants.
So when you break down the math, yes, club level could be $400 to $500 extra, just for the fact that you're staying club level, but the fact that it's all food and we'll say adult beverages.
Adult beverages. It's beer and wine.
Adult
they
beverages.
They don't do hard liquor,
no.
So don't go in there expecting like hard liquor.
No, yeah.
But you're at Disney, so you're gonna get a nice selection of wine, a nice selection of beer, and all the soft drinks you can think of. They had Coke, Sprite, ginger ale. They had bottles of apple juice and orange juice and milk.
They had everything you could possibly need for the kids. Apple juice, orange juice, cranberry juice, hot chocolate at all hours of the day. Joffrey's coffee. Some of them even have Nespresso machines. I mean,
different syrups and stuff.
One of the biggest perks, Mickey ice cream bars, Mickey sandwiches,
all
day long. It's as if you're on Disney Cruise Line.
Yeah.
But you're at the resort. And as everyone knows, Disney Mickey bar, at least $6. At least $6, if not more.
So now keep in mind on top of that, right? Especially like that lunchtime hour, they like to put chips out and snacks out and stuff. All of this food, you can they're okay with you packing it up in little baggies, grabbing extra bottles of juice, grabbing extra sodas, grabbing bags of chips, and taking it to the park with you if you're doing it, or taking it out for the day. Like we just went to, we resort hopped actually. We went to a couple different resorts and
we did the Magic Kingdom.
He had drinks and I had food.
She couldn't. She was with Michael at the time, so I was in charge of trying the adult beverages.
So, and we just took snacks with us to have with us, so I can eat throughout the day and have an extra bottle of water and juice and stuff that I wanted. But that alone, like if you want to take out the food and just literally think about just the adult beverages, that's a huge plus. And then if you want to take that out and just the food, and now you have it together. You have it together. So that's, I don't know. For me, that was the biggest, like, amazing part of doing club level. And I think when we stay at a resort the entire time, it's worth it. Now, I wouldn't do club level if I intend on going to the parks the entire week. And that is my personal opinion, and I wouldn't recommend that to you guys either. Simply because you're going to be spending this extra several $100s to not enjoy it. You won't be there if you're in the parks. So when you're going to do parks and stuff like that, definitely my opinion is let's go DVC. Let's get ourselves a 1-bedroom with a kitchen and plan our trip that way. But you know, who doesn't like going to do a staycation at Disney and just relaxing and enjoying the resort? You already pay so much to stay at them, and half the time most people don't get to enjoy them.
Agreed.
So if you're gonna just do Disney Resort and spend the day, club level's the way to go.
And I do not disagree with my smart, intelligent wife on that. So, I mean,
there is one thing I feel like we failed to discuss when it came to DVC.
Which was?
So, the other perk of doing a DVC room and renting is you get free parking at the resort.
You do.
And then when you're going to the hotels, when you're going to the parks.
This is big.
I think it's, I agree. I think it's big. That standard parking is free. You don't have to come out of pocket because you're already staying in a DVC hotel. Then, for us, the something that we've decided that is a must do is we upgrade our standard parking to preferred parking. But all we have to pay is the standard price.
That's right.
And if anybody knows it, standard and preferred, big price difference.
It's usually
at least $20 or $30 more.
Between $20 and $30 for standard, and I would say probably $40 to $60 for preferred parking. So again, that's per day. Say you're going for 5 days to the resort, to the park, you can again, you can do the math.
You can easily spend another $200 on parking.
And you have little kiddies who at the end of the night are exhausted
and want to be carried, and you have the stroller and the bags.
The fact that you know that that car is not that far away,
and you just walk 20,000 steps for the day,
minimum 20,000 steps, and you don't have to take a tram to get to your parking area. All you're doing is walking a little bit here, a little bit there. And again, once you pay for the parking preferred, it's yours all day.
You can leave the resort.
You can leave it and come back,
the park, and go back
show
to your
them
resort.
the receipt, you still go right back. So again, that is a key feature of staying DVC. So you have all of the information. Hopefully this helps any one of you who's debating between DVC and club level.
Or if you've never heard of either one, hopefully we imparted some new knowledge on you guys today. But
hopefully you have the opportunity to try both. DVC with the family. Maybe you want to do a big family trip. You haven't gone. You want to do a big family reunion. Think about doing
tell
DVC.
us in the comments. Which one do you think's worth it? What works for your family? Which one would you guys do?
Yeah, put it down in the comments. What's your favorite DVC that you've stayed at? Or if you stayed club, name the club that you've stayed at. Technical difficulties yet again. Remember, we're a new channel. We're still learning. Okay, so again,
listen, this is real life though. Like, things happen, okay?
And our editing skills are not there yet. Like some of our favorite YouTubers that we watch. They're going to be hard cuts, and we apologize for that. We hope to get better over time. Okay, we have full-time jobs, 2 children. Okay, and we're doing this as a passion, and we're learning as we go. And as I was saying, because I now just remembered, this is something that we decided to do,
and so far I'm having fun with it. Okay.
You know what's funny? She said this too, and this is a little bit behind the curtain. Since Michael's been born, this is the most that I've talked to my wife as an adult.
We're having a dog conversation
in the longest time. And I love it, and she is my wife, and I love her. And what I was talking about before the video cut off was that we stayed at Fort Wilderness Lodge, Old Faithful Club.
Yes.
Put down in the comments if you stayed club level at one of the Disney resorts. Name that club level. What was the name of where you stayed? Like, we were going to stay at Grand Destino Tower, and we know that that is Kronos.
Correct.
So we know a few. Or if you stayed DVC, let us know if you stayed. What is your favorite? I can tell you my wife's favorite. Or take a guess. Take your guess down in the comments, unless you saw the last video we posted. What is her favorite resort? DVC. Okay, and again, always, if you stayed this long, thank you for watching.
Please thank you.
Like the video, hit that subscribe button, ring that bell for notifications. Okay, please share this with your friends, with your families, and again, don't be scared to go on that Disney trip. I know it's overwhelming, but if you have any questions, comments, concerns, we have our email address in the bio as well. You can always hit us up if you have any questions, comments, concerns.
Okay? I love to help people plan their trips.
Love helping people plan their trips. So please, don't be scared to go on that family vacation. Do a 3-bedroom villa that sleeps up to 16 people, I think. And if it's going to be, if it's one time, big one, why not do it big? Get those shirts. Get those shirts. I love seeing all those shirts every time I go to Disney World. We have a few.
Definitely.
We have a few shirts.
There's no way we don't.
So, and I think this is a perfect shirt that my wife is wearing today.
I don't know if it's fully visible, but it says, "I'm done adulting. Let's go to Disney." And I wear this pretty much every time.
No, that's travel day. Every travel day down. every travel day down to MCO, that shirt is on.
I'm wearing this shirt.
Always.
If you ever see us, you'll definitely see me in this. Yeah. Or if it's the other way and I'm leaving MCO, I'm definitely sour.
We're sad. Very sad. So, again, thanks for watching. Until next time, Castle Family Vlog, signing off.